The microphone.
Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star, right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, yeah, Under the Lights.
Yeah. Welcome back to Under the Lights. We are your host. I'm Big Mike, and that's my guy Jordan. What's up, boy?
I'm chilling, man. It's been it's a long day for me today, so you know what I'm saying.
Long day.
Today, yeah.
We gonna get in and get it done. You know what I mean? I know you got a game today at 5 o'clock. You feel what I'm saying? Your time. 3 o'clock your time. You feel what I'm saying? Well, you know, we 5:15 p.m. in US right now. You feel what I'm saying? So you know, you down under though. So time is different. Different.
How you feeling? Everything blessed for you?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. You know they just ruled Joel Embiid out for the rest of the season. Like I said, they should. Like my thing, what took so long?
We hopping right into this one. We might as well hop right into this then. You know,
what took so long? You know what I'm saying? What did they see? This ain't even though we got to spend a whole bunch of time on. Like, what the fuck did they see this season that they would say, well, you know what, just a little more time? No, should have been to set him down. But like I said, the Philadelphia 76ers organization, listen, this is what I would do. If I could, I would get a school bus. You know, the school bus windows come down and shit from the owner on down, from the owner, GM, president, and all that type of shit. And the head coach too. Had them stick their heads out the window, roll the windows up, and then ride past a fucking pole, and then boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Because why did you think this was a good idea? You thought this dude was going to be healthy? You see, why did you think you could let him play in the playoffs last year? Why did you think he could play in the Olympics? And why did you think he could keep going and coming this season? He should have had this shit picked last year. I'm going to hear that shit. Yep. That's their fucking fault. Fuck out of here. If you're a professional athlete, and Jordan, if you a professional athlete, nigga, you going through an injury, but your coach said you could play, shit, what you gonna do? You playing.
I'm going through.
You playing. I'm playing. But it's up to them and the doctors and everything else to see. Look at you like, bro, he can hardly move. Nah, you got to sit it down, bro.
But at the same time, I'm gonna tell you, like, you know, going through a little bit of my experiences. If I'm hurt, right? Say I'm injured. Say I'm hurt, or let's say I consider Joel Embiid injured, bro. But say I'm hurt. Say I'm hurt, and the coach is like, I want you to play. If it can affect me maybe later. I might sit it out. I might be like, listen, I'm not fully 100%. If I'm playing, I'm not gonna be able to give you what I give you,
and it ain't
later on. You know what I mean?
And it ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing. But you know what I'm saying? Joel Embiid, whether he was listening to guys, you know, he's be hurting shit. You know what I mean? Oh, you know, you got the old head. Oh, you got to play through it. Motherfucker, y'all wasn't playing through no injuries that you look like a Joel Embiid. No injuries like that. You feel what I'm saying? Because of it, you wouldn't be able to move. You think Shaq would be out there with an injury like Joel Embiid? His big ass, no, hell no. As powerful as he is, no, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So maybe Joel Embiid was just trying to, you know, because he was fighting through an injury, go out there playing all the time. But you know, when you like, especially like last year, let's just go to last year, right, in the playoffs against the Knicks and shit. You know damn well that nigga didn't need to be on the floor. For what? So I just feel like I put a whole bunch of blame on the organization as well, bro, for allowing that stupid shit.
Okay, you put it.
Yeah, like what are we doing? You can't bro. Like we look at the GM and the owners and shit. Look at them as like parents, right? And the players as kids. Obviously, they're not children. You feel what I'm saying? But as parents, if you see your kid is always fucked up, you know what I'm saying? He can't get right or whatever. Why would you keep putting him in that situation? Why? You know what I'm saying? So it's long overdue. It should have been to happen. I'm glad he's done. You know, like, what did I say? Sit him down now. Get the surgery now. Rehab. We'll see you next year training camp.
He shouldn't have even been playing in the Olympics.
No.
He shouldn't have been playing in the Olympics.
Man, listen, the Olympics don't pay him. The Olympics don't pay him.
The Olympics don't pay him.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, cut it out. Nobody hearing that shit. But on to better news. Listen, that light-skinned baby-face assassin guy, that boy that they call Chef Curry, Steph Curry, man, that boy was cooking last night in Orlando. You understand me? That boy dropped 56 points, hit 12 threes in the 121 to 115 win. Man, I don't know what happened. I don't know if somebody ticked him off, but you know what it is? It's something. It's a stat that on February 27th, on those days, he get 45 points or more. You feel what I'm saying? That's the stat that's out there. You know what I mean? I know he ain't just sitting out there saying, okay, February 27th, I'm going to do this. You ain't going to go out there and say, oh, I'm going to hit 12 threes. You're not doing that. You feel what I'm saying? There's something about that day. You know what I mean? And Jimmy Butler only had 5 points. He only had 5 points. Steph carried this fucking game last night. He carried this team, and they won by 6 points. They go to show you all 56 points was needed. You feel what I'm saying? And he did that. He did that. He stepped up and said, I got it. Don't worry about it. I'm cooking tonight. I got a chef hat on. I got my chef coat, and I'm about to go ahead and whip this up a nice gourmet 6-course meal. And we're going to eat good tonight. Jordan, how special was this performance?
I think it's a real special moment for, the NBA. I think for Steph as well, because he's a good ambassador for the league, you know what I mean? So it's good to see that a player like this is still playing at a high level at 37 years old.
Yep.
And it's important that you have the faces of the league still performing at a high level and competing and playing in playoffs, competing for championships, right?
Yeah.
But the performance at that, like watching the game, it's like Steph Curry has fans everywhere, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when he goes, it like that game yesterday, it seemed like they were playing a home game, like it was 15-16 back when he blew out and got his second MVP.
Mm-hmm.
And they were having home. It's like it was damn near like a home game. You know what I mean? The type of threes that he was making, the plays that he was making, and what's important that I think people have to understand, because I don't know if everyone watched it. He was cooking from the beginning, and we needed the points because no one was doing nothing in the beginning, and he was keeping us afloat. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it within range, 13 points. You know what I'm saying? You don't want it to be a 20, 25-point game. It makes it so much harder.
Yeah, y'all was down 14.
Yeah, and he kept us afloat. And then at that halftime, when he hit that half-court, that beyond half-court shot,
I knew it was over. I said, second, it's over. I said, it is over with. Well, next half, this game is over.
Yeah. And you already know that the Golden State is always known for that third quarter. When they come out in the third quarter, they come and they start blitzing teams, right? So they came out in the third quarter, and then he had 22 points, bro. He outscored the Orlando Magic in the third by himself.
You know what I always wondered though? Because I noticed this is a strategy for Steve Kerr. His strategy is to come out third quarter swinging. I don't care what nobody say. In that locker room, I don't care when Jordan, you don't just come out in the third quarter like the Warriors have all these years and just start, here's the different team. Even if y'all lose, even all the clutch games that y'all had, and even the ones that y'all lost, them third quarters, don't. That's a strategy, bro. And even though all the shots might not be falling, the strategy is we about to rough these niggas up in the third quarter, and we got to get up and we got to get out. I don't care what nobody say. That is what Steve Kerr said to them boys in the locker room from day one. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah. So going into that, Orlando was shooting the hell out of the ball in the beginning of the game. They were like 80% field. So and not a great jump shooting team at all. You feel what I'm saying? Especially they have players out like Jalen Suggs. You know what I'm saying? That's a big important. And Paolo and Franz are coming back from injury. You know what I'm saying? And it's taking Paolo some time to get back into a rhythm. But he was balling yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He was absolutely balling yesterday. You could tell he has some big time potential. But I think the main reason what was in the first half, we were small, right? And in the second half, we put in Quentin Post, and he is our stretch 5 center. You know what I'm saying? And he's a 7-footer. So that they put Draymond on Paolo, which kind of slowed him down a bit, especially in the fourth quarter when he put clamps on him. And Draymond was influential during the game, but Steph Curry, bro, them shots that he was making, man, like it's incredible to watch, bro. And I think I'm gonna say it right now, man. And you can quote me, and Big D, you can be on this. If he's not already inched up to Magic, I say he's the greatest point guard of all time right now. I don't give a fuck what anybody telling me right now. And it's not just from this performance. But I have Steph Curry, the greatest point guard of all time. The greatest point guard of all time. And we can get into some of that maybe another day, but I'm just putting that there. And it's like Tyronn Lue said, I think that a player like Steph Curry, you have to game plan for him. And he said he's the hardest player to game plan for. Now, I'm not saying maybe Magic Johnson wasn't that or whatever the case may be, but let me tell you something. I'm going to have a harder time trying to deal with a Steph Curry than trying to deal with a Magic Johnson, in my opinion.
That's a fact.
In my opinion. In my humble opinion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say for this thing. You know, it's a big-time performance. It's great to see the old dogs in the NBA still playing at a high level. And hopefully that we get to see this for another couple of years, man. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, he shoots. He's still – people always tend to talk about the work ethic from LeBron James and all these guys, but Steph Curry's work ethic is right there with them boys. Right there.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing to be able to watch it. And you could tell me, I think he's probably the greatest in today's game right now. I would say he's probably the most fun to watch. Who do you think is the most? I would say him. You have Ant Edwards. He's quite fun to watch. But yeah, I would say Steph is probably the main attraction in terms of putting people in the seats and performing wise.
Well, I'm still a LeBron guy, and when LeBron come in your building, you are buying it. When people, you know what I'm saying, when I look at the tickets, or whatever the case, when the Lakers coming. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You get the you know what I mean? And that's no shade to nobody. I'm still gonna put LeBron to the top of that, but you're looking at a guy like Steph Curry who changed the game. You know what I'm saying? With the 3-point shot, with the 3-point shots and shit like that. He changed the game. And that's where the game is now. So you mentioned Steph got fans all over the world. You're absolutely right, he does, because he's the guy that changed the game with the 3-point shot. You know what I mean? And everybody across the world is no longer like, you know, like I said, look at the we used to get excited about the dunk contest. A lot of guys more excited now about the 3-point shootout. You know what I'm saying? That's because Steph came in and boom, and then you got Clay, boom, and then you got everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I think Steph changed the game because he got the ball in his hands. But then you look at a guy like Clay Thompson, like, God damn, that motherfucker shoot like that too? Jesus Christ. But Steph Curry, it's just he falling away with it. You know what I mean? Coming off the screen, he ain't hardly slowing down. He knocking that joint down. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, he definitely changed the game. Definitely is up there. You know what I mean? Hell, I seen something to where when he came in the league, make a long story short, the Warriors is like made, I want to say 6.5 or 9.5 billion or some. I don't know if it's how much money they made since he's been there or the what the franchise is worth now, something like that. But it was in the hundreds of millions, and now it's in the billions, headed towards the double digit in billions. You know what I'm saying? So that's a credit to Steph Curry. Ain't anybody come. If Steph Curry is not in the debate, ain't nobody coming to see Clay. I'm sorry. He's a great shooter. He is. We know what Clay is. We know what he is. Me personally, I think he gets hotter. He can get hotter than Steph Curry. It's my opinion. You know what I mean? Yep. But anybody coming to see Clay? Anybody coming to see Draymond? Absolutely not Draymond. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody coming to see Iggy. Nobody's coming to see Livingston. They coming to see 30.
I agree with you.
They coming to see 30. You know what I mean? So I mean, even bro, even when I guarantee you, even when people go to Philly, go to LA, you got 30 number 30 judges in the crowd. He everywhere, bro. Yep. He everywhere. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But his performance was amazing, bro. It's nothing short of amazing. Nothing short because from the time the game started, from 12 minutes to 0 minutes on the clock, you know what I'm saying? He was cooking. He had his hat on. He had a chef. He had his chef coat, his chef jacket on, and he was back there in the kitchen whipping up whatever you wanted: lobster, chicken, shrimp. It don't matter. Seafood, boiled. I'm talking about. He had plantain over there cooking all of that shit. He had jerk chicken and all of that. You feel what I'm saying? So whatever you wanted last night on the menu, he gave it to you. He gave it to you. And on top of that, you know what he did? Hey, he made sure you had some. He made sure you had something to wash it down with. It was a lot of splash in that motherfucker. You understand? So, on all three levels, and in the paint, mid-range. I seen him, driving the mid-range, stopping and popping, boom, hitting it. 3-point. We know he hit 12 of them. So this was very special. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, I know we've seen Steph Curry go off before, but it's been a time in between. You know what I'm saying? Since he's went off like this. You feel what I'm saying? He hasn't went off like this. I don't remember the last time he hit 12 threes or 56 points.
No, he's had the 8 and 9 3-pointers this year.
Yeah. I don't remember 12. I know Clay had 14 or some 14. Shit.
12 is not often. You know what I mean? It's not
Hell
often.
No.
So,
Hell no, bro. 6, 7 ain't often. 6. Yeah. That's not often. 6 is not often, let alone double digits. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Yeah. He had their foot on their neck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even when they was up 14, remember I text you. I'm like Chef Curry out there cooking. I text you. Okay, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, I'm that boy out there.
And let me just tell you something quickly. I'm gonna shout out to my mom real quick because she keeps saying she's trying to call you and talk to you about something. So every time I'm calling you with my mom, and she's trying to talk to you about something, bro. And I'm like, this dude don't want to answer the phone. My mom's like, is he gonna answer this time? Is he gonna answer this time?
It'd be late. I'd be laying down in the bed, you know what I'm saying, with that fine ass wife next to me, you know what I'm saying? You know how things go sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I might be asleep too. I might roll over, damn nigga Jordan, come and hit that nigga back. You know what I mean? But shit, yeah. It ain't nothing, I love moms. It's all good, moms. Yeah. It's all good, moms. But yeah, man, special performance, bro. You know what I mean? Now, let me ask you a question.
Talk to me.
What if we get another? Obviously, you're not gonna run into the Magic in the playoffs, but what if you run into a team to where because Jimmy, no matter what Steph did, Jimmy, you come on 5 points, nah, man. Because I mean, what if Steph Curry don't have 12 threes again? In this thing, 12 threes, 56 points. It's a 6-point win.
Yeah,
6-point win. You know what I'm saying? So great performance, but that little part right there would kind of not alarming, but it'll say, hey, tighten up.
For the most part, Jimmy Butler has been performing for us like since he's been there.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I think this was his game where he didn't have a great scoring game. To be honest with you, and also he's gonna have to kind of get used to. He's not a guy that kind of. I would say I don't know because in Miami he was that guy. You know what I'm saying? But in this situation, he's not that the guy. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't really have to do it in terms of this game because, and he's not like a player that is. Jimmy Butler's a low turnover guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't go and force a lot of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So he was just making the right basketball plays. If you was watching, making the extra swing pass to Przynski or the extra swing pass to Pods or the he would drive to the lane and he would go and find another open player, which would eventually get it to Steph. Like that's the stuff that he was doing. And defensively, he was doing his job. Like as I told you from before, defensively, him and Draymond, like that's a big time.
That's like breathing. He can defense travels. I get you got to learn the system or what the plays and things like that, or figure out where you fit in. You know what I mean? When you can, like through this stretch, y'all on a 5-game win streak, I think. You know what I mean? Through the stretch, I see Jimmy, you know what I mean, with the ball in his hands sometimes. He get the ball, he get the isolation, but he also like to make plays too. You feel what I'm saying? So he working his way in there, you know what I'm saying? I think they'll be fine, but defense travels. Defense, he can go anywhere and defense would be just fine. So yeah, I think y'all good, bro. You know what I mean? He brought some good another dimension of defense, attitude to the team, and veteran, you know what I mean, been to the finals, we know he's rough and tough. Jimmy's rough and tough. Draymond can't get under Jimmy's skin. It's not no disrespect. Yeah. This is not Kevin Durant. This is not this guy. You feel me? No disrespect. Kevin Durant, you can get under his skin and he get, mad and shit like that. So this is not that. Jimmy tough-minded and physically, mentally tough, and he ready for whatever. So yeah, that's a good pickup. Great performance by Steph though, for sure. 100%. All right, so we seen the Lakers play against the Timberwolves last night, and they got a dub 111-102. Now, Anthony Edwards was ejected. He was ejected. I don't think the last tech he got, he should have got ejected. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
But that was some bullshit, you ask me. But I mean, he's a superstar in this league. You know what I mean? It's something like that. But it's people in LA that's coming to see Ant-Man too. Let's make that very clear. I mean, it's not every single last person in there. It's not LeBron. It's not Laker fan. You're going to have Ant-Man jerseys in there, just like anywhere else you go, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So you don't just throw this man out of the game like that. He's prime time. He's prime time. You feel what I'm saying? Like real talk. But after the game, they had asked Ant-Man, you know, about being the face of the NBA and things like that. And he was like, you know, basically that's what they got. That's what they got win before. You know what I mean? Basically said, you don't care about being the face of the NBA. You feel what I'm saying? And they also asked LeBron about it too. So I want to just let people know, if maybe they already seen it, but I want to let you know as well, even if you already seen it, what LeBron had to say about it as well, because they asked him too. Man, I thought I had it up here, man. Shit. What's going on here? Here we go. This is what LeBron had to say. Here we go.
And considered, you know, one of the possible future faces of the league. Was being the face of the league something that you actively wanted, or was it something that everyone else decided for you? And what has that responsibility meant to you?
No, Ant already said he don't want it.
I know.
Yeah, Ant said he ain't trying to deal with that. And, I mean, Channing Frye said it the other day, too. Like, I mean, it's unfortunate, but, like, I don't know. Why do you want to be the face of a league when all the people that, you know, that cover our game and talk about our game on a day-to-day basis on everybody? I mean, that responsibility, it's just weird. It's weird energy from the people that, you know, I don't know. But Channing, he said it. He said it perfectly. Couldn't have said it no better, but.
All right, so seeing him, ask LeBron about it, you know what I mean? He's basically saying, I mean, why would you want to be the face of the NBA when everybody that cover the game, majority, you know, they shit on you. You know what I'm saying? Talk crazy about the game, talk bad about the game. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, the question is, you know, should Anthony Edwards want to be the face of the NBA? Should he want to be the face of the league? Talk to me.
I mean, you can handle this one first. I'll go after.
All right, so I mean, look. First of all, let me you know, say something about what Bron said. Bron, you know, I think Bron is speaking on basically they do try to critique people, but we all know if you know through the years, everybody like to take shots at Bron. A lot of people, and just from watching in recent years, this is Stephen A. Smith. Always want to take shots. He'll give us some credit, but when it comes to, like, you know, it's always you want to bring up the negative shit first when it comes to Bron, bro. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah. How
do you not praise this guy? Like, this is what I ask people: why you don't like LeBron? And you know what people say, bro? He just be, bro. He just. They won't ever give me a real legitimate answer as to why they don't like LeBron. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe you're a Kobe guy, but that don't mean you gotta hate LeBron. What has LeBron done if Edie used to come on the show? He'll tell you right now, he can't stand LeBron James. You know why he can't stand LeBron James? He is a Pacer fan. Anytime LeBron goes against the Pacers, whether it's regular season or in the playoffs, who's sending them home? It's LeBron.
Because of Miami time.
Yeah. Miami, Cleveland, doesn't matter. He does not.
You played.
Hell yeah, yeah. On the second trip back to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, not the first one.
Not the first one. But this is the thing. He been hating on LeBron since high school, bro. But it just it enhanced. When he played the Pacers, you know, he already didn't like them. So if he go out there and bust their ass in a regular season game, you feel me? Oh, it grows. And then you got to think when a series comes, oh man, the hate was at its highest, bro, when Miami came to town. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Paul George, they had the series, and Paul George is playing well. David West, Roy Hibbert, Danny Granger, Lance Stevens, and all of them boys. You feel me?
Yeah,
it grew even more. So he can't tell you because LeBron always sent the Pacers home. But even he been hating on Bron though. But it's just enhanced. You feel me? But other people I ask is like, why? He ain't did nothing but give 100%. Just imagine this, Jordan. You've been in the league 22 years. You don't cheat the game at all whatsoever. You don't cheat the game. You ain't getting no trouble. You giving it your 100% all. 22 years, and people want to result to you not doing a dunk contest one day in a weekend out of a year in 22 years when he puts on a show on a nightly fucking basis. He been filling the seats since he came into the league, bro. That's a prime example of somebody not doing what everybody else did. You feel what I'm saying? That's a prime example. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like when Jordan was the face of the league, I ain't hear him speaking up on no racial issues. I ain't hear him speaking up on that. Ain't that your job? You an athlete. You a top dog. Speak up. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna try to criticize a man for not doing a dunk contest for his whole career. You got guys like Stephen A. Smith that want to blame the dunk contest on LeBron. How the fuck do you blame the decline of the dunk contest on LeBron? Jordan. LeBron been around since 2003. You know how many great dunk contests it has been? The greatest dunk contest of all time was 2016. Does LeBron not put on performances throughout the season? We know what the performances is like in the playoffs. Don't even get me started. And don't even get me started on a game 7 that's coming up. We know what the stakes are of a game 7. Has LeBron not put on shows in All-Star games? Has he not had All-Star game MVPs? And you want to put 22 years into one fucking night?
Yep.
Are you kidding me? So this like they nitpick LeBron James. Everybody, bro, have you ever met anybody, you know what I'm saying, that just want to just shit on Michael Jordan? We all grew up loving Jordan. We all grew up idolizing. I know over here in America, nigga, you know what I mean? I know y'all probably watch. I know it's not probably. I know y'all watched them. But I'm just saying, you know, basketball over here was still trying to get abroad. You know what I mean? All across the world type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody loved Jordan. They love the shoes. They love the way his aura. I think that's what people love the most, his aura. And they like to put that included in basketball. You know what I'm saying? But the aura of Jordan. Ain't nobody shitting on Jordan. People act like Jordan didn't play in the 80s. Nobody brings up Jordan not beating no dynasties. Nobody brings up him losing to all the dynasties. Losing. You didn't beat no great teams. None. He never beat great teams. He lost to all of them.
In the 80s, for sure.
Yeah, those are the great teams. The 91 Showtime, Jordan. The 91 Showtime Lakers, or the 91 Lakers, that's not Showtime. Kareem was retired. Michael Cooper's retired. You feel what I'm saying? And James Worthy and Byron Scott got hurt in that series, didn't play the rest of the series. So they won the finals. The teams that they was playing, they just praised them. Let LeBron go out here, you know what I'm saying, and beat much better teams than Michael Jordan beat. Take much lesser talented teams to the finals like Michael Jordan could never do, and they still slap LeBron in the face. They want to bring up all the little things, the stupid shit like a dunk contest. Are you kidding me? To shit on LeBron all the time. He's the most hated, scrutinized athlete of all athletes. If you can find me an athlete in your memory right now and say that somebody's been more hated than LeBron James, please let me know, dog. Please. So I think,
Hated on more than LeBron?
Yes. It ain't been one. LeBron, don't nobody critique nobody. Look, LeBron has had the heaviest load in basketball history. And nobody wants to give him credit for that. Oh, here you go. You know what I mean, man. I'm just saying, he is carried. You know what he's carried? Shut up, bro. You messing me up. Anyway, like I said, nobody has had to carry a load like LeBron James, bro. And the way he handled that shit, we talking out of high school, bro. He never went to college. Michael Jordan had Dean Smith. Dean Smith, one of the greatest college coaches ever. And then he got to finish his career with Phil Jackson, one of the greatest coaches ever. You feel me? No, you know, listen, I don't want to keep blabbing on, but bro, let me do another example. They like to say Michael Jordan, he retired for 3 years and quit and came back and won 3 more. Jordan, let me tell you how crazy that sounds. First of all, when you leave and when you in your prime, that's quitting. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Michael Jordan said he needed a mental break. He needed a mental break. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So he missed the 93-94 season. Jordan, they won 55 games. Scottie Pippen was almost the MVP of the league. They got screwed in the playoffs, could have went to the Eastern Conference Finals. You can look it up or I'll send you the article my motherfucking self. 55 games. He missed that season. And then he came back the following season, the 94-95 season, played the last 17 games. How's that 3 years? When he came back, he was killing. They just ran into the Orlando Magic, who was a better basketball team. Michael Jordan didn't beat basketball teams that was better than his. All the teams that he beat, they were the favorites all the time. They lost. Then they got Dennis Rodman. Then they won 3 straight. And let me talk to you about Dennis Rodman. Everybody want to shit on LeBron for going to Miami, as if Miami was a motherfucking was going to do something without LeBron. What are we talking about? They weren't going to do shit without LeBron. Made that team what the fuck it was, man. That guy. But nobody talks about Michael Jordan, OK, and Dennis Rodman to come to the Bulls. They just talk about, they won 3 in a row. Nobody back then had Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, Harper, and Kukoc. And Kukoc back then was the greatest European player of all time at that moment. Of all time. Nobody in that league had a team like that. They were the Warriors with Kevin Durant back then. Nobody talked to him. If Michael Jordan would have said no, Rodman would have been on the squad. He would have been off the team. He wouldn't even have been there. So why nobody don't talk about that? Nobody had that type of team, but when LeBron was in Miami, nigga, you had the Spurs. Nigga, you had the Spurs, you had the Clippers, you had the goddamn Grizzlies, you had the Lakers, you had Boston, you had the Bulls, you had the Knicks. You know, stars spread around. Jordan they had them all on their team. Nobody talked about that. So I think that's the type of stuff like that, all the scrutiny, all of that shit. I think that's what LeBron is talking about for himself. That's why he said what he said. That's what I feel. Now, should Anthony Edwards want to be the face of the league? It don't even matter. Does it matter? I think Anthony Edwards just want to hoop. I don't think he want to. Look how Anthony Edwards come to the game. He got his head cocked like he just came off the block or he just got out of high school. You feel what I'm saying? He got a sweats on. He might have his glasses on. He might have his head cocked backwards, whatever the case may be. He don't give a fuck about being the face of the league. He just want to hoop. That's just like Lamar. Lamar don't give a damn about being the face of the league. He doesn't care. If he cared, you think he'd have fucking a platinum grill in his mouth? You think he'd be out there with a Pooh Shiesty mask on, a ski mask? No. He don't want to be the face of the league. He just want to get paid and play football. So I don't being the face of the league, is that going to stop you from getting your ass bust? No. So being the face of the league, I don't think it should matter. He got endorsement. He went to get Sprite commercials, Adidas commercials. He got a big contract from the Minnesota Timberwolves. You know they're going to throw the book at him when it's time to re-up and pay him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, face of the league for what? There's a lot of responsibility to come with that, too. And, you know what I mean? No, I don't. Should he want to be? No, I don't think it matters. It's just not going to change nothing for me.
Big Mike, let me tell you something, man. This one's a bit tough for me. Because I think it should be an honor to kind of have that given to you. Like if people are saying, yo, you are the next person or, you know, whatever the case may be, I think that, you know, you should, if it's given to you like that, then you should take it, man. Like not everyone gets the opportunity to be that. You feel what I'm saying? Like if I'm looking at it from that point of view. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have the opportunity to be that for a league, and it's one of the greatest leagues, the best leagues in the world, one of the most popular leagues in the world, you know, the best athletes and some of the best players in the world. Why would you not want to be like, you know, I don't mind taking up that mantle. It's not as if Anthony Edwards doesn't have that alpha mentality anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like he thinks he's the best in the league. Let's be very clear. He don't back down from nobody. So from that standpoint, I would say that. But I also hear what they're saying. I think what he's saying though, I'm gonna be honest too with this one, Big Mike. I'm gonna have some pushback on that because I feel that now I think most of the athletes now are a bit more, I don't want to say sensitive, but they take criticism a bit too harshly. You know what I'm saying? I feel that they don't. I think there's moments where people talk good about the NBA, and there's moments when people talk bad about the NBA. But I think right now in this current few years now, it's been a lot of negative talk of the NBA and how what is it, the people they're what is it called, how they're not really playing hard. The game is kind of watered down now. It's just shooting threes. It's not as like, people are talking a lot of that, recently. And I think if we're talking about that, then I understand it. But then you also have to also talk about the times when people are also saying it's it's one of the most skilled leagues now, and the players now are super athletic, and there's like superstars on every single team now. So, and then there is also some good things to say, but I think it's both sides. It's not just one. And it seems like right now, like what LeBron said, he's focusing on the one thing because right now that's what it is right now, because especially the All-Star game just happened and all this stuff, how it's a lot of negative talk, if you understand what I'm saying. So I think Anthony Edwards should be honored to be given this opportunity, or be given this, people actually think that he has this opportunity to be that. And he should be like, if this is what people are going to give me, then it's not like I'm there saying, oh, I'm going to be, but I strive to be the best. And if they put this in on me, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't just be like, oh, it's Wemby. Wemby's the face of, or it's, you know what I'm saying? Like now all of a sudden you're not alpha dog now. Now you all of a sudden not alpha dog. Be alpha. It's not Wemby, it's me, nigga. I'm the best. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's my take.
All right. So to rebuttal that, you said, oh, now you ain't an alpha dog. You can still be an alpha dog and not want to be the face of the league, Jordan. You know how people can have a deal of their life put in front of them. It might be, I don't know all of the things that happened with Dave Chappelle when he turned down that $50 million deal for like Saturday Night Live and things like that. I think it was because it was going to be to maybe too much responsibility, or maybe things wasn't going to go his way, or he didn't get maybe it wasn't all the cracked up to be. Or just like how somebody could turn down a deal, it could be a lot of money, but it may not add up. It still may just not add up. You feel what I'm saying? And with when the face of the league, bro, the face of the NBA, you're not about to be sitting up there like Ant-Man. Because listen, remember when Allen Iverson was at his height? Remember that? He got the braids. He got the long T-shirt. He looking like he from the hood, nigga. You know what I'm saying? What they do? They changed the whole wardrobe,
The dress code.
the whole dress code. They changed it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like Allen Iverson. We know he's the alpha dog, but I don't think Allen Iverson was out to be the face. I think he wanted to be the best. But the face of the league, I don't think that's what he's striving for. You ain't got to strive to be the face of the league. You can strive to be the best you could possibly be, or the greatest ever, whatever. But you don't have to take them keys to be the best. The face of the league, because now you want me to come out here with a suit and tux on and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or now I can't have my sweats and shit on. You know what I'm saying? I can't wear my shades. I can't wear my hat backwards now, because now you're going to say something. Because if he the face of the league, bro, and he come out there like that, now you're going to have people saying the face of the league doesn't have his hat backwards. It's going to be straight. They said that before. I've heard somebody say that before about in football. But Tom Brady used to have his hat backwards. Nobody said nothing about it. And plus, you got to think. Ant-Man is black, bro. In this country, that's how shit go. I'm telling you, bro. If he was
I'll let you go.
If
Kelly, he has a style, you know what I'm saying? Like he wears shades sometimes. He has his hat backwards, different types of stuff. He does. Even listen. Good. And I also want to get Ellen, because Ellen was talking about Michael Jordan was hot and all that shit. I don't like it.
You got to think, bro. LeBron has been around for 22 years. These guys out here say a cuss word in an interview and get fined. LeBron don't get fined. He the face of the league, bro. Anthony Edwards is still getting fined for cussing an interview. LeBron just said shit twice last night. He ain't gonna have nothing come out that check. LeBron used to wear suits, all that type of shit. He been around 22 years, bro. He the OG. And he come to work every night. But I'm just saying, like, it's a lot of responsibility that come with being the face of the league, bro. And I don't think Anthony Edwards wants to come sit out in front of media in a suit and tux every night, or dressed up casual. I don't think he want to dress the way he want to dress. Wear his sweats, wear his hat. You know what I mean? Wear his shades if you want to, and go on about and hoop, just hoop. As long as he giving 100% to the Minnesota Timberwolves, it doesn't even matter. That's me. That's just me. That's just me. And and to talk about, like, you talked about how people like to shit on the league, bro. Only thing they talk about, you know what I mean, like now is you shoot a bunch of threes. You shoot a bunch of threes. All right, cool. Y'all couldn't do that back in the day. It's not just standing there shooting threes. Boys is putting moves together, step back shooting threes. Y'all wasn't doing that. If they could do it, they would have done it. If they could do it, they would have done it. It wasn't. You feel what I'm saying? So I know they had the big man back. See, it's all nostalgia, bro. It's all nostalgia, man. You know what I mean? The big man game. It was simpler basketball back then. You couldn't even run a zone. You know how LeBron got the ball? He got his defender in front of him, but he got a man right here lurking over, and he got a third man like the Warriors used to do him. Iggy right here, Dre right here, Clay right there. Couldn't do that back then. It was illegal defense. It was a lot more simpler times. Imagine Shaq getting one. I know he got double teamed. I get it. But I'm just saying, like, come on, dog. It takes more skill set to play. You can't tell me it doesn't. It's a lot more guys back then that would not make it now. Period. A lot of these guys that look at the guys that play on the perimeter defensively. Don't tell me they can't go back in the day and play defense on them dudes back there that didn't have half the handle that they got now. Dylan Brooks, don't tell me Dylan Brooks wouldn't be a star on the perimeter back then. Don't tell me he wouldn't. This is facts. This is facts. Look at the guys in the 80s. Look at the guys in the 90s. Look at in the early. Come on, dog. I'm talking before Allen Iverson, all of them. Come on, man. Come on, dog.
I'm not a big fan of even doing that in other sports. Trying to compare different eras.
But you can. You can do that. You can look at a boxing. Look at a boxer, right? You can look at,
bro. Evolution. It's gonna happen. People gonna get better. That's what it is.
And that's my point. But it's they so nostalgic and so stuck in the older times, they don't want to move forward. Me personally, dog, like I said before, the greatest eras of basketball is the 2000s and 2010s. You know what I mean? Because you got to think, bro, look at all of the greatest players, right? I know people want to say Bill Russell, Wilt, and all of them and Magic. Bro, listen to me. We talking Kobe Bryant, Paul, and help me out if I miss anything. This is where you can help me out too. We talking Paul Pierce, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. We talking Allen Iverson, Shaquille O'Neal, or as a matter of fact, he came in 92. Shaquille O'Neal came in 1992, but he was in his prime in the 2000s. You know what I mean? So if you want to keep him there, take him off, and you want to call him a 90s baby, that's fine. So we can take him off we can take him off just cause. Tim Duncan came in 97, the late 90s. You feel what I'm saying? Jason Kidd, Grant Hill, Steve, we can keep going. Those players are much. Thank you. Those players, come on, dog. Those players are Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook. You feel what I'm saying? How many times the players that we watched, not saying in the 90s, I'm talking about when we was in high school and coming up and shit, how many times we've never seen a guy like this? So you seen Derrick Rose back in the 80s and the 90s? So T-Mac was back then. So Steph was running around. I ain't see Steph back then. I didn't see nobody like that. You did? I didn't.
I did other people like a Reggie Miller type of,
Jordan.
Like,
listen to me. Reggie Miller was a runaround screen guy and could shoot threes. Reggie Miller wasn't putting it on the ground like that. Reggie Miller wasn't breaking nobody down on the perimeter. He wasn't driving step back shooting threes from 30. He wasn't pulling up from 30. You remember that shot? When Steph, what was that, 9 years ago? And in Oklahoma City? Remember that shot? I gotta bring it up. I ain't gotta bring it up. Do it. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not the first time he's done that. He pulled some deep like that.
Chris Paul, Darren Williams.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Don't tell me we didn't have the greatest era of motherfucking basketball. Don't tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but man, listen.
Yeah, I mean, I think the '90s. I think the '90s was also a good time. Like '90s,
Yeah. Listen.
the '90s and 2000s is like. I think that they definitely played a big role in the 2000s era because of how, do you understand what I'm saying?
This is me. I think the late '90s, not the early. I think the late '90s was a better era than it was like the 91, 92, 93 compared to 95 on up. You know what I'm saying? It was much better in 95 on up, if you ask me. That's when the evolution started. That's when Kevin Garnett came around. Jason Kidd came around in 95. Grant Hill, Allen Iverson in 96. Kobe, Steve Nash. You feel what I'm saying? So that time, and you got to, and listen, and understand this, Jordan, watch this. That's when they were babies. They didn't prime KG and Ray Allen and Kobe. That's in the 2000s, bro. That's when they in their prime. They was baby. Remember, Kobe, he didn't come in starting. Kobe, that wasn't Kobe in 97? 90, that ain't Kobe. Come on, dog. It ain't. T-Mac. That ain't T-Mac in Toronto. We talking Orlando. That's 03, 2000, 2004. What are we talking about? What? Shaq, when he was at his most dominant self, when was that? 2000 to 2002. You feel what I'm saying? Tim Duncan. So,
Tim Duncan.
Come on, dog. So, I mean, listen, we could keep going. We had I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. The greatest era basketballs, 2000s, 2010s. I don't care. It is what it is. But Anthony Edwards, like I said, Anthony Edwards, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be the face of the NBA, bro. You don't have to do that, in my opinion. All right, so moving on, man, sticking with the NBA. So the Lakers, who are fourth seed in the West, and the Golden State Warriors, who have came up to the seventh seed in the West. They have the longest win streak in the NBA right now. I think the Warriors have 5-game win streak, while the Lakers are on a 4-game win streak. You know what I mean? And both of those guys look like, two teams that could possibly meet for a clash in the playoffs or whatever the case may be, and it's going to go down. You feel me? But right now, which team is most dangerous, the Lakers or the Warriors? Talk to me.
Now you go. You can say what you got to say.
Jordan, you know what's going on. I know y'all picked up Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? I know you got Jimmy. You got the baby faces. He ain't baby faced no more. He got a beard now. Shit. I know you got Steph. He a grown man now. I know you got Steph. He just dropped 12 threes last night, 56 points from beginning to end. He balled out, but you know what's going on. The most dangerous team is those two guys that have, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. Because of those two guys right there, and you got an Austin Reeves who came along for the ride as well, and Rui coming too. Rui hopping on too. He ain't being left behind no more. You know what I'm saying? You see how Jackson Hayes is playing, catching the oops, being big, out there. You feel what I'm saying? Moving around, playing. The Lakers defense has been great. Warriors have too. You feel what I'm saying? But I just think when you got two guys that can control the game. Two guys that can control the game, and two guys that can take over the game, and two guys that can get to the free throw line, and two guys that can rebound, and two guys that can get open looks for any and everybody on the floor at any given time and take over a game. That's got to be the most dangerous team, and I can see it with my eye test. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's where I'm at with that. It didn't take long for me at all. It's the Los Angeles Lakers for sure, the most dangerous team, more dangerous than the Golden State Warriors.
Now that you have Luka, if we just talking about these two teams, they don't have the longest winning streaks right now. That's Cleveland and Detroit.
You know what? You're right.
But that
no. Wait.
Yeah, it is. Detroit's on an 8-game winning streak, and
they are. They are. In the West, though, right?
In the West, yes. In the West, yes.
In the West. My bad. Keep going.
In the West. So my thing now that the Warriors have Jimmy Butler and you don't have AD, I think that this is hard, man, because I think they're both dangerous. I
Yeah,
think they're both dangerous. I think they're both
sure.
dangerous. I think they're equally dangerous because you don't want to get into now that Jimmy's there, that provides a totally different a different outlook on the Warriors. You know, the Warriors have someone that can get it in the mid range. The Warriors have someone that can get it, that can get it off. What is it called? Off the dribble. He's a dog, bro. He's a
Yeah,
dog. It's
for
different.
sure.
I'm
For
not trying
sure.
to say Wiggins ain't a dog like that. Wiggins is like he's nonchalant. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's just a different, it's a different aura. It's a different
Yeah,
aura.
yeah.
And you have Jimmy buckets. We got playoff Jimmy,
Hmm.
and and then you have like our defense. I think especially bringing back a Kuminga. I think that we are dangerous beyond measure, bro. I think the Warriors, man, we dangerous, bro, but we just
Hmm.
still lack size. We still lack size. You know what I mean? And I think you guys at some point
Hmm.
is gonna be in a similar boat because I don't know how much you're gonna be able to play at Jackson Hayes or Jason Hayes or is it Jackson Hayes? Um, yeah. So I just feel that I think it's quite equal, and it's bad for me to say that because I know usually we want to pick one, but I think honestly it's about equal. You know what I
Mm,
mean? Because something that I think we have a bit more depth than you guys at the moment, if
okay.
you ask me. And in the playoffs, we know the rotation's shortened, and
you know,
so
you know how I feel about that.
yeah, yeah, and I think we have a bit more players that can get it. Like you have three, but I think we have because we have like the Buddy Hill can go off, even though he's a shooter, right? Like he's a
Yeah,
shooter. You know what I'm
but
saying? We have Kaminga, we have Steph, we have Jimmy. I
okay.
mean, y'all have, but you have the two. Like we have one, and then you have like the two. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
have LeBron and Luca. We ain't gonna disrespect Luca because Luca's
Oh,
that
hell
nigga when
no.
it comes to the playoffs. Let's be very clear.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm not gonna act like, and LeBron James getting time at this time of his career, but he's still showing that he can still get it done. So it's not let's not
Right.
act like he's gonna be able to do that.
Right.
So it's like I just feel that we have a lot of power too, but you guys have like top heavy power. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
showing that you could take over series with that top heavy power. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So if you would say to give the slight edge, maybe to the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, I think it's about tied. You feel what I'm saying? I think it's about even, bro. Talking about
Okay.
most dangerous. Right now, people they don't want to play the Warriors, right? Right now, they're like, the Warriors are dangerous.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So,
Right. So
yeah.
I look at it like this. You got gorillas, right? Gorilla in the jungle. You know what I'm saying? But you also got the leader of the pack, which is a silverback gorilla. You feel what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Steph Curry, he's the silverback on your team. You feel what I
Yeah.
mean? Silverback on your
Yeah.
team, leading the team.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
Lakers, they got two silverbacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love them. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So if you want to call, if you want to call Jimmy a gorilla, he ain't the silverback. Y'all ain't got two silverbacks. You feel what I'm saying? And them
Playoff
silverback.
Jimmy a gorilla though. Come on now.
No,
Playoff Jimmy.
that's for sure. But what I'm saying is, you got
Yeah.
guys. It's levels. LeBron and Luca feed off each other. Those are two great players. They're two of the same players. You see how LeBron can adjust. You feel what I'm saying? That fast, because like I said, LeBron can always get what he wants. He can get what he needs. You feel what I'm saying? How he adjusts his game. Luca, take it. I'm out running, baby. I'm running.
Mm-hmm.
We got full court passes. I'm moving without the ball. I know you want to pass the ball. And guess what? I want to do the same thing too. Here go one of you too, my boy. Here go one of him down here. You know what I'm saying? We doing this. They boom. And they only gonna get better. So these great players gonna feed off each other. You feel what I'm saying? So I just think, you know what I mean, when you got two leaders, you know what I'm saying, two silverbacks, and they can mesh and get along and get together and they work together, you know what I'm saying? That's why I got them more dangerous than the Warriors. You feel what I'm saying? So
Like, yeah, because we're not talking about them pinning against each other. Just talking about them just being dangerous. Talking about, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Dangerous. So I got the Lakers being more dangerous than the Warriors. But you say
yeah. I
you said
mean,
it's a
yeah,
slight edge. You know what I mean? So still,
yeah.
to
I mean,
me, it
and
favors the
it can
Warriors.
change. It can change like thing to me, just depending on because I need to see our team with Kaminga now as well when Kaminga comes
Okay.
back because
All
Kaminga
right.
was big. Like he was making strides, right? Like he was giving us
Mhm.
17 to 20 points a game. So if you
Mhm.
add that, he's super athletic too, and you add him to the fold, baby. Yeah,
Well, you
bro.
well, you got to think now. It's going to be adjustment. It might be an adjustment for him too, though,
Yeah,
because
hundred
Jimmy
percent.
getting minutes. You know what I mean? He young. You know what I mean? So every guy I know 17. He was getting that 17 when he was constantly in a rotation. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It might not be that now. Might not be that now. You feel what I'm
Oh,
saying?
he's in the rotation, but like it's different looks
No.
now.
Listen,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's going to be in the rotation, but it might he might not get as many looks. You feel what I'm saying? He might be at, for all we know, he might ask get in the Wiggins role. You feel what I'm saying? We know you can dribble the ball and get your own shot too, but shit, we need you to lock up more on defense too.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's going to get us more offensive possessions. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, it's close for sure. It's close for sure. I'm not saying like it's way across the field. No, for
Yeah.
that much of a gap. Hell no, I ain't saying that. But I got the Lakers. So
Yeah. I mean, I
mhm,
think now I think we now match up better against with you because with AD, I think it was you guys because of your size,
yeah.
it was just such a disadvantage. But now I think with Luca, I think we stand a better chance against
Okay.
y'all.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
Um, yeah.
All right. So look, man. You got your web list? You got it, with you?
I do. Even though it's usually Monday or Tuesday, but we haven't done it in
You
a
know what?
while.
You know what? Yo. You know what? You're right about that. So let's not mess that up because we can't do a web list today and then come back to Tuesday and do one. So you know what? Or Tuesday, Wednesday and
You
do
know
one.
what? If you want, we could just do it. We just go.
For
If we
right
do it
now.
today, then we just do
Okay.
Friday.
Let's
Friday.
do it. Let's do it.
You know what
Let's
I
do it.
mean?
It's on
Yeah.
you. Let's go.
Okay. So all right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a minute since we did the web list. It's been
Mm-hmm.
quite some time. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna say is this web list is let's say is what's the word for it? Let's just say I'm using what now and a little bit. So it's basically post All-Star break. You feel what I'm saying? Post All-Star break, but before All-Star break as well. Just a little bit before All-Star break. Let's just say a couple games before All-Star break and now as well. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So, pretty much like the last 10, 12 games, let's just say. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying?
All right.
Because teams made trades. Like teams are different now. You know what I'm saying? So we got to take
Mhm.
that all into consideration a little bit, just a little bit. So our honorable mention teams was Denver Nuggets and the
Mhm.
Warriors. And the Warriors, okay? They're not in the webs. They're not in the web right now. Right now, they're stringing along. They're trying to climb up in the web list right now. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? They're
Yeah.
strangling along, but they're 8-2 for Denver the last 10, and the Warriors are 7-3 in the last 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Warriors beat some solid teams, obviously Dallas, Sacramento, Houston, and Milwaukee. And Denver's been feeding off of bad teams. Let's
Okay.
be very clear. They've only beaten Indiana that had a winning record.
All
Okay.
right.
So that's why I didn't put them in the top 5. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's my reason for that. Now, do you want to go 1 down or 5 up?
Let's do it how we normally do it, baby. The anticipation is always good for 5 and then 5 on down.
All right, so 5 on down.
Yep.
Okay, so at 5, I got Detroit.
Mm.
I got Detroit. And I got Detroit because first off, they're on an 8-game winning streak. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why I have them at 5 and I don't have them maybe 4 or 3 is because they haven't beaten many good teams, right? They've only beaten 2 good teams, I would say, which is Boston and the Clippers. You understand what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that's why I have them at 5. Any problems with that? Or we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Now at 4, at 4, I got Boston. I got Boston at 4. And the reason I have Boston at 4 is they've beaten 3 teams that have been good. Only 3. Only 3. And that's New York twice, and they beat the shit out of New York. Mel, we're gonna have to have a conversation. And they beat the Cavs, which I think that's a big one, and maybe they could have climbed up because they did beat the Cavs, which is also good. But 3 teams, and it's a little bit of a bigger of a sample size I have, at least 10 to 12 games. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now at 3, and this one's hard because I got OKC at 3. I got
At
OKC
3?
at 3. Yeah, OKC at 3. And why I have OKC at 3 is because they beat Minnesota, Memphis, and Phoenix. You understand what I'm saying? So they've also had some teams that they've been feasting on that have been lower tier. Even though they lost to who they lose to? They lost to a team, but because they
Minnesota. They lost to Minnesota.
They lost to Minnesota, but they lost their big in that game. So I don't want to like completely fault them because they did lose their big in that game, and what's his name didn't play that game. You get what I'm saying? So they lost Hartenstein. You feel what I'm saying? So it was a bit difficult for them, but this was a hard one because I wanted to put them. I had them at 1. I had them at 1. I had them at 1. But I had to change it.
Hurry up and get to 2 and 1. I need to hear this.
I had to change it. So now at 2, I have the Lakers. I have the Lakers at 2. They're 8-2 in their last 10, right? And they post All-Star break, they've been almost damn near one of the best teams in the league. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to give credit to them for that. They've beaten Minnesota, Dallas, Denver, Indiana, the Clippers, and I gave them New York. Because the 11th game or whatever they beat. So that's 6 quality wins. You understand what I'm saying?
Without Luka and AD.
Yeah, so that's 6 quality wins, right? So if you were to tell me, you have 3 quality wins from Boston, and they doubled the amount. So you understand? That's why I had to kind of put the Lakers at 2. So that means at 1 I have Cleveland. Cleveland's 9-1 the last 10. They've beaten Detroit, Memphis, Orlando, Minnesota, Dallas, New York, and they're 9-1 the last 10. You get what I'm saying? So, and they're the best record in the league. So that's also going to go to them as well. And OKC, I know they're 2nd, but the Lakers have beaten so many good teams during this last run.
You got OKC 3rd.
Yeah, I mean OKC 3rd. And I had the Lakers 2nd because they beat so many good teams during this last stretch, and OKC only beat a few of them. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I have that. That's the list, and that's my web list, baby. Talk to me.
I mean, at first I was like, this nigga's tripping. What the hell is wrong with this nigga? You know what I mean? I'm like, OKC 3rd. What are you talking about? Are you fucking kidding me? You feel me? But then when you break it down the way you broke it down, you know what I mean? You talked about the quality wins, you know what I mean? They did lose to Minnesota, things like that. No problem with Cleveland being number 1. You know what I mean? I thought you was gonna have, you know what I mean, when you went Boston, you know what I'm saying? I said, okay, I know he's gonna have OKC number 1 or at least number 2. You know what I mean? But you didn't, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, when you broke it down the way you broke it down, it makes sense. It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really got Detroit just beat Boston too.
Yes, they did. Detroit's 8-game winning streak. I can't ignore this, man.
They beat their ass too. That wasn't no.
Yeah,
they won their game. They got in that ass. Yeah, they beat that ass. All right. It's cool. Yeah. I was a little low in the beginning, like, but I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm good.
So this list is not just, you have the better record. You're on it. It don't work that way.
No.
Important wins. You know what I'm saying? Quality wins.
Mm-hmm.
That's important. You know what I'm saying? And you can't just get a win and say the team is like, they're like not healthy and all that. Like, I take everything into consideration. You feel what I'm saying? So
and this could easily change. You got to think like Lakers. We're gonna get to that. We got that next. We're gonna get. Matter of fact, you want to go ahead and just jump into, you know what I mean, the next games. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lakers got the Clippers tonight. This could easily change. It's not a gimme. It's not a gimme win. You feel what I mean? They can go out here and get their ass bust. You feel me? Yeah. You got Denver in the honorable mention. Well, Detroit is 5th. They got Detroit and Nuggets in Detroit. They play tonight. You feel what I'm saying? The Thunder got the Hawks tonight. We know the Hawks is sneaky. They come in your building, Trae Young, come on there, drop 30, 10, and 12, and you're going home. You feel what I'm saying? And on top of that, the Cavs and the Celtics play tonight. You feel what I mean? So yeah, this is yeah, bro. Yeah. This Wednesday, this shit could be changed for sure. Somebody could fall out or somebody can move up. You know what I mean? So yeah.
This week it'll definitely be a different five.
For sure.
Team Warriors get in there, you know what I'm saying? But I know that we have a weak schedule, like I told you.
Yeah.
We have a weak schedule. We have a weak schedule, so.
Yeah, y'all back out. Y'all back out there. When y'all back out there again? Damn, y'all gotta.
We got tomorrow, man. We got Philadelphia.
Yeah. That's another. Yeah. Yeah, my Sixers, boy. Yeah, but anyway, so tonight, like I said, man, we got 2 games tonight, 2 big games tonight. We got Cleveland and Boston. We got the Clippers and the Lakers. Who you got?
In which I'll take the Lakers against the Clippers, and I would take if Boston plays all of its players, I'll take Boston. Is it in Boston?
It's in Boston.
Yeah, I'll take Boston.
Porzingis out. Drew Holiday out.
Oh, okay, then Cleveland.
Just still have enough.
No, Cleveland. No, not enough. No.
Let's see what Jason Tatum is made of tonight.
No, they do not.
Have enough. You know what? The way people talk about Jason Tatum. Let's see. So this is Jason Tatum, who all NBA, Jaylen Brown, all NBA, Derek White, all NBA.
Defensive. That's it. Don't say all NBA. It's all NBA defensive.
Well, that's did you see him? He can put the ball in the bucket as well, especially from
it is though.
He all NBA defensive team. I'm saying, but he's a good offensive player. That's a fact. I like that. I wanted Derek White. He's a basketball player.
He's a great role player.
I'd take Derek White any day of the week. You hear me?
Austin Reeves?
Huh?
Take him over Austin Reeves?
Depends on the team. What I need. You feel what I'm saying? I love Austin Reeves. Right now? If I could have right now.
Would you trade him for Austin Reeves with that team right now?
No, not right now because we need that third scorer. And Austin Reeves is that third scorer. So I wouldn't give him up for that. Derek White is not the guy I'm going out there and do what Austin Reeves is doing. Like he's a defender. He can knock down threes too, but I want that extra third scorer though. For that,
I was surprised because Luka and Thing can handle that. And then
I know. Listen.
You have a 3-and-D guy. Come on now.
I'm with you, but here's the thing. I don't mind getting that 18, 19 points a game from Austin Reeves. I don't mind it.
How much you think Derek White's giving you?
What is he giving us?
He's giving them about that.
Is he?
If he's giving you that, what are you saying? If he's giving you that, then what?
if he give me Austin Reeves, I might say AR.
Giving them 16 points a game.
I'll take that 19. I'll take that 19 because the Austin Reeves gonna give us 25 some night. He gonna pass the ball. His assist game is up. He's fearless. Derek White is too, but I'm saying Austin Reeves. I can call on Austin Reeves to go get a bucket. Derek White's more of a spot up shooter and a defender, bro. Austin Reeves can go out there, put the ball on the ground, break a defender down. You've been seeing it all year, and go out there and get a bucket for the Lakers team. I stick with AR-15.
I might take Thing, bro, because 16 is far from a 19. One. Number two, he's giving you way better defense, like way better.
But here's the thing, Jordan. I'm with you, but can you say I need a bucket?
No, because think about it. I already have, especially when the playoff comes, the ball is in Luka and LeBron's hands. I don't need the ball in Austin Reeves' hands, bro.
But listen, Jordan. But listen. You got to be able to have options, bro. I get you got
something.
Huh?
Derek White can still give you something. He's not like he's giving you nothing. He's giving you that.
He's not going to go get me a bucket. I can't. I need when they inbound the ball and LeBron toss it over to AR. That's not Derek White.
Flip side. When it's on the opposite side and you have Steph Curry and they're like, oh, I'm going at Reeves. No, but now you're going at Derek White. Totally different thing now. Reeves can lose you a game on the defensive because you already have fucking Luka too. Come on now, Big Mike. Come on, let's go.
No, you can do all that young on Big Mike all you want to. For this Laker team, my guy, I want somebody else that can go get me a bucket. Boston, it works better with them because they have plenty guys that can go get a bucket. If you take AR-15 off of that team, but when Luka sit down, you got LeBron over there and they doubling LeBron, you gonna put the ball in Derek White hands and say, go get me a bucket? Nah, you're not. You're not saying go get a bucket. You saying come off them screens, hit that open shot, play some defense. You're not telling me to go get a bucket, bro. That's what and the Lakers need that. The Lakers need that shit. They need it.
The Lakers needed that maybe when you had AD, but now that you have Luka, and this is in my opinion, because Luka has shown, bro, he can have a bunch of role players and fucking get it done.
Look, and what Boston's showing you is that with a bunch of players that can go out there and get a bucket, you can go out there and get to the finals. You feel what I'm saying? So I'll stick with AR-15. You know what I mean? And with Luka and LeBron and company. That's what I'm doing.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, Jason Tatum. I mean, we should go ahead and get this done. You feel what I'm saying? Let's be clear.
Why? How? Cleveland.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. You still got all your shooters. You still got this what I'm saying. This what I be saying, man. You still got Jaylen Brown, Sam Hauser, who's a shooter, knockdown shooter, Al Horford, big man and a shooter. You feel me? You still got yourself, Jason Tatum. You still, you know what I mean? Derek White. Go ahead. You just talked about Derek White. You just read and raved. They got enough players to go out there and win this game tonight.
The best team in the league.
That's fine. So go out there and beat a team that's better than yours. They put
them. They beat them.
Okay, cool. You can beat them when your team is loaded. Now, let's see now. Because they might be about even now. So let's just see. That's all. Let's just see.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, so that's you know what? I'm taking Boston tonight because I just know I know what's going on. I know Jason Tatum is gonna come out here and boom, no Chris stops, doesn't matter. The team is loaded, so it shouldn't matter. And even though the Lakers are 3 games in 4 nights, I'm still taking the Lakers. Period.
If LeBron plays or Luka plays, let's see.
They should play. It's in LA. This is the game that we need. We don't just take games off. You know what I mean? If we're hurting, yeah, but we just we don't do that. That's not what we do. You feel what I'm saying? So don't put us in the Kawhi Leonard category and all that old goofy shit. That's not what's going on out there in LA. You know what I mean? You know, so I don't want to hear none of that shit. Let me see here. Yeah, they most definitely playing. Rui's out. So yeah, other than that, it always says game time decision. It always says that. They're playing. So it is what it is, man. So listen, man. My guy Jordan, congrats to you. I know you got good luck to you today. Got a game today, 5:00 out there in Australia. You feel what I'm saying? Don't be out there getting stepped over and shit. Took to the goal. You know what I mean? Make sure your defense is on point. Don't be out there looking like, listen, don't get Dyson Daniel'd, okay? Don't get Dyson Daniel'd, okay? You know what I mean? We know he like to be in boys' shorts. Don't let nobody out there be in your shorts, taking the ball from you and all of that shit, man. Show your worth, okay? Show your worth.
Crazy right now.
So listen, man, for the viewers right now, man, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button so y'all can be up to date with all things under the lights. Happy Friday, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. That's our show for the day, and we gone.